Okay. I'm gonna try to explain how I'm using Claude to basically analyze trade data. So I have this, let's say as an example, this is 1 day's chart for trading data for NQ futures. Every was at 500 bar, and there's a certain trade setup that I'm looking to collect data on. Like that's whatever that trade setup is. So, for example, now I have so the way we do it, we have a group of guys we have on trying to collect all this data. And or somebody in the group has provided a script with the help of which I can extract the data from charts. So that's not Claude. All that is just some script that somebody has provided. And essentially, long story short, for this particular day, the script already pulls all the data. I can export that data and it downloads the data into a CSV file, basically. So there's a CSV file. It's basically unformatted data in a spreadsheet like that, right? So now where I start with Claude is I can take this file, give it to Claude, and give Claude some instructions. So for example, here, I have an instruction file in Python, which also somebody in the group provided. Gonna take this button or actually drop file. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my CSV file here, and then I'm just gonna talk about using the Python script provided by this section of file from CSV to Excel, and it does this thing, right? I can go look for that script. It'll take my log file and we'll start doing all of it. So I'll skip that. I think Opus 6, by the way, the model. The default one in the version, I think, is Sonnet 4.6. So I'm going to just stop this up, stuff right here. So basically, what it then does, I compile all that data. So for example, let's say for let's say NQ, this is January 25, February, so on and so forth. Every month, every day, there is one of those files. So it extracts all the trades for that setup for the day. That way I have it now all collected, extracted for, let's say, 12 or 15 months, right? So now I make a monthly summary out of it. That means that's also done by Claude. So I give it, let's say, 20 trading days. I give it 20 files and say, compile all these 20 files into one meaningful summary. There's another task Claude is doing. So it takes all that. It tries to understand what all each column and row is supposed to be, and then it prepares for me a summary file. So that summary has the daily tallies for wins and losses and what kind of trade it was, and weekly tallies, monthly tallies, yearly tally. And that's all based on every single day, the trading data, which I collected earlier. By the way, this formatting and all that is all done by Claude as per the instructions given. So it does that, then it summarizes it and tells me all these tallies for daily, weekly, monthly, all this it does automatically. So now I have those files, and then what I asked Todd to do is, okay, I have it in Excel format, but I'd like to see this on the dashboard. Make it in a way where it's interactive. I can toggle things on and off and check the dashboard for daily, what is the P&L, monthly, what is the total P&L, like that. And that is a task also logged in. So if I go back to my project, It does all the conversion. It does the cumulative P&L chart to a dashboard. So it made me basically a HTML file based on my request and my requirements. This work and finally gave me a dashboard file that I could download. It looks something like this. When I download it and just open up that HTML, it looks like this. It tells me, okay, now just go ahead and drop your file into that. Let's see what not this one. Let's say I take one of those files, the summary files. You have the summary file. Oops. Summary file. Take it and I drop it in here. Bam. It gives me my dashboard. And it's interactive. I can see how many days are there with this strategy, how much money it made, that strategy, how much money it made combined, how much it made each day. What did the P&L look like? What did the monthly P&L look like? So this was obviously a bad month because it didn't make money. So I said, okay, I want to look at a different month. I threw in another month and drop it. This was a good month combined, not a good one. So I can look at the data. So all this is done by Claude for me. Violation of the data, the analysis, the visualization of the data, everything. I got Claude to do it for me, basically.